So one of the highlights of this year in terms of camera launches was the launch of the Lumix G9 II. Panasonic have had a couple of fairly quiet years on the Micro Four Thirds front. They've been focusing on their full frame stuff. And now they've come in with this G9 II, which is really the best, certainly Lumix's best Micro Four Thirds camera, probably the best Micro Four Thirds camera at the moment. It comes with a whole host of some of the new features that like phase detect autofocus, which they previously didn't have before. So this is a really brought Micro Four Thirds up to date.
My question is more of relevance. Do you think Micro Four Thirds cameras are still relevant today in the mirrorless world that we're in?
I think they still have a definite place. I think for one thing, the smaller cameras means that you've got smaller lenses, which means that you can carry several lenses around with you, even just in a suit pocket. I've done it before where you have a lens on the camera and you can have a couple of lenses in just in suit pockets and hardly be aware you've even got them. They're so small. Another benefit of the Micro Four Thirds is if you're into sports or wildlife or anything where you shoot telephotos. Telephoto lenses, of course, they're smaller, but they have that extra reach. So a 100mm lens is equivalent to 200mm lens, and a 200mm is equivalent to 400, etc. So it's if you're a telephoto shooter, it gives you that extra reach without having an enormous camera that is, breaking your shoulder. It's also great for video. It has many benefits for videography, and of course things like image stabilization or autofocusing are easier to achieve on a smaller sensor. You still get class-leading image stabilization on the Micro Four Thirds cameras compared to full-frame cameras.
As someone who reviews quite a lot of photos, do you find that people who enter, for example, the competitions that AP runs, and I'm looking more at young people, are buying Micro Four Thirds cameras?
I think at the moment there is a bit of a fetish around full frame for certain types of people. There's a very lot of attention on full frame. I think if you're like a portrait photographer and you want that nice bouquet of portraits, then full frame is probably going to make that easier when you've got nice wide fast aperture lens on full frame.
Yeah.
But for most people, most what people need, there's different cameras for different things, isn't there? There's no one camera which is perfect for everything. I think Micro Four Thirds has its place because it offers certain things that full frame doesn't, or certain advantages over full frame, which is the size of portability, great for travel, great for video, you get great autofocus, you get great stabilization, you get extra reach. For videography, it's really good as well for things like 4K shooting. So I think they do still have a place, and I hope they stick around for a long time to come yet.
Yeah, I think you've also mentioned this as a conversation that I think is absolutely necessary of what do you need versus what you want or what you think you should get. Because I think people who are starting to get into photography or looking to build their camera gear oftentimes just buy off trends or what is said to be the best or just came out, and not necessarily look at what they actually need for the type of photography that they are doing.
That's exactly. So I guess people should think about what they want their camera for, what qualities they want their camera to have, and think about whether maybe it might not be full frame. That gives them the best combination of what they want.
Yeah. And I know I would love to receive this as a gift. There we go.
Right.
And I know we're not giving this away, although this would be a perfect Christmas gift, but we do have something special for our subscribers.
Exactly. So if you subscribe to the channel and you comment on this video, you can win a subscription to Amateur Photographer. You get a digital edition of Amateur Photographer, which you'll get every week, because Amateur Photographer is a weekly magazine, and you'll keep up to date on everything that's happening in photography, all the latest reviews, the news, great features, inspirational interviews of photographers. It's a really, really great thing to have.
Great. And do remember, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, comment and tell us why you love Amateur Photographer and why you subscribe to us. So yeah, looking forward to reading your comments, and one lucky winner will receive a copy of the Amateur Photographer on digital copy every week.